For more than 55 years, Eurotex Philippines has established itself as the #1 sleep specialist with its commitment to providing the best comfort through their quality products. And this World Sleep Day, in partnership with Our Home, Eurotex continues to pursue its mission of providing healthier sleep for Filipinos, for everyone. To officially start our program, I would like to call on Eurotex's trusted partner today in making sleep health a priority, our home marketing head, Ms. Glowilyn Robinho. Ms. Glowil, ayun, Ms. Glow.
Thank you, Luan. And on behalf of Our Home, it is my pleasure to welcome you to our special celebration of World Sleep Day. We are honored to have you with us today to embark on a journey into the dream sphere. A theme that beautifully complements this year's message, make sleep health a priority. So as a working mother to 3 daughters, aged 5 to 16, I know firsthand how important quality of sleep is. Balancing family, career, and personal goals can be challenging, but getting the right rest has made a huge difference. In fact, it's what helped me at the age of 47 to complete 4 Spartan obstacle course races over the past year and has given me enough energy and focus to train for my first half marathon. For over 2 decades, Our Home and Eurotex have shared a strong partnership rooted in a common purpose: to uplift the lives of Filipinos through quality sleep solutions. We believe that quality sleep is the foundation of a better life, and through Our Home's collaboration with Eurotex, we continue to make this belief a reality for Filipino homes. We would also like to extend our gratitude to SM Mega Mall for hosting us at this very vibrant space here in Mega Fashion Hall. And it allows us to give the opportunity for more of our customers to celebrate with us. And we hope today's event encourages all of you to prioritize your sleep health and explore the right sleep solutions that can help you wake up refreshed, recharged, and ready to take on the workday. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Glow. Fresh na fresh. Yan po yung nagagawa ng kompleto ang tulong, di ba? Is everyone doing okay? Can I see a show of hands for those who are excited? Yung buo ang tulong, gising na gising para sa event natin today, brought to us by Eurotex and Our Home. Uy, dami. Eh yun namang mga medyo feeling a little sleepy. Uy, meron din. Hala, meron din. Bakit? You guys didn't get a good night's sleep last night? Are you sure? Wala na, tulog na. Wala nang sumagot sa akin. Tulog na, gising muna, gising, gising. Eto na, eto na. Alam niyo ba, sabi nila, if you get a good night's sleep, we all dream, di ba? Every time matutulog tayo, we all dream. And if hindi mo maalala kung ano yung napag-inipan mo that night, ibig sabihin, nakatulog ka ng masarap. But if you remember your dream, ibig sabihin, medyo, hindi masyadong maganda yung tulog mo, mababaw, gano'n. Ewan ko kung totoo yan. Did you know, quality sleep with the right mix of deep sleep and REM sleep not only helps your body recover, but also leads to better, more positive dreams. That's because good rest keeps your mood balanced and your mind refreshed. But how do we do it? So today we invited a sleep expert and doctor, Vice President of the Philippine Society of Sleep Medicine, an organization of sleep experts with clinical training in the diagnosis and management of sleep disorders, Dr. Jimmy Chang. Let us all learn how to achieve a healthy sleep and dive into the dream sphere. Dr. Jimmy Chang.
Thank you very much. Okay. So, actually, tama yun, no? Gulat nga ako. So, all of us dreams, no? Or we don't usually remember our dream because it doesn't enter our memory bank. But if you are dreaming, tapos you wake up and you sustain wakefulness for about 5 minutes, then you tend to remember your dreams. Oh, very good, very good. Okay, so I'm here to discuss about the tips on how we're going to be able to, yung factors that affects yung sleep ng people. Okay? So there's 3 basic requirements on how we qualify sleep as very good. So first, there should be correct timing of sleep, meaning most people should be sleeping during nighttime, pag madilim. Okay? It's not normal for us to sleep during the day and then wake up during work during the night. No? So timing of sleep is very important. We have to follow our body clock. Second is adequate amount of sleep. So it depends on the age of the patient or the person. Children usually needs to sleep more compared to adults. Then the last is good quality of sleep. So even if you reach the number of hours of sleep, even if you sleep during the night, kung mababaw lahat yung tulog mo, syempre pag-gising mo, puyat pa rin yung pakiramdam. So next slide. So the question first is, how much sleep do we actually need? So again, it depends on the age of the patient. If school age children, usually they need to have at least 9 hours of sleep. So 9 to 11 hours of sleep is necessary for school children. Adolescents, they need about 8 to 10 hours of sleep. So mahaba pa rin yung tulog. And usually, adolescents tend to sleep later. They usually tend to sleep later and they tend to also wake up a little later. And normal adults, the range is about 7 to 9 hours of sleep. So minimum of 7 hours of sleep. So sometimes kasi we tend to be very busy and then we sacrifice that 7 hours of dapat protected time for sleep. The next. So if we don't get the right amount of sleep, then we build our sleep debt. So what is sleep debt? Yun yung utang natin sa tulog. So eventually, our body won't be able to handle all that utang from tulog. And then you're going to crash. Your body is going to crash. The next. Next is the correct timing of sleep. So what regulates, what determines on anong oras tayo matutulog? So next slide. So it is controlled by a part of our brain that secretes melatonin. Again, melatonin is very common, no? You can even buy it parang over the counter. But melatonin is actually secreted by our brain in response to the day and night cycle. Next slide. At around 8 p.m., pag madilim na, our brain naturally secretes melatonin na. And then once it peaks, then it will tell us, okay, it's time to sleep na. Then during the night, as the night goes on, melatonin starts to go down. And pagdating ng morning, dun sa nadir, yung pinakamababa, then you start to wake up na. So that's the cycle of our body that follows the day and night cycle of where we are. No? So that's why when we travel in other locations, may jet lag, di ba? So our body hasn't adapted yet doon sa day and night cycle dun sa area na yon. Therefore, yung secretion mo ng melatonin hindi pa siyang match doon. That's why we have jet lag. So that's essentially what happens now. So next slide. And the greatest influencer of what time your body will dictate kung anong oras ka matutulog is sunlight. So again, if you have jet lag, the best thing that you can do is expose yourself to sunlight early in the morning. Then eventually your body will adjust that timing to again match the day and night cycle. So the thing that controls the melatonin in your brain is sunlight. So even if you take a lot of melatonin, if you don't expose yourself to sunlight in the morning, medyo useless. So actually yung sunlight mura pa. Yan, libre siya kasi yung bili ka ng maraming melatonin. So next slide. So the importance, why is it important for us to sleep at the right time? Because there's a lot of conditions, a lot of consequences of not sleeping at the right time and at the right duration. So even cancers are also associated with poor timing of sleep. So breast cancer is shown to be correlated because it also alters the hormones in the female body, therefore increasing your chance of having breast cancer. It's also correlated with acid reflux, increase in blood sugar, cardiovascular, tataas yung blood pressure. So kung hindi natin susundin yung ating body clock, lagi natin kukontrahin, which is very common in the Philippines because we have a lot of shift workers, yung mga BPO companies, those who work in the healthcare system. So lagi nilang, wala silang choice but to go against their body clock and then they have these consequences. Okay, next slide. So now we go to the tips on how we can get better sleep. So next slide. So this is what we call stimulus control therapy. So next slide. Okay, so 5 basic instructions. You have to go to bed only when sleepy. Sometimes people tend to, what they do is, higa na ako, tapos na-try ko magpaantok. That's very wrong. Kasi tendency is you're going to correlate your bed with performance anxiety of going to sleep. So you have to go to bed na parang inaantok ka na, that's the time you go to bed. Yung iba kasi after dinner, higa na sila sa bed, watch TV, and tapos they try to force themselves to sleep. And then eventually that performance anxiety builds up and then you develop insomnia. Next slide. And no. Get out of bed only when unable to sleep. So when you go to bed and hindi ka pa makatulog in the next 20 minutes, instead of lying there for more than 1 hour, 2 hours, get out of bed. Otherwise, you're going to get that performance anxiety of not being able to go to sleep. Then go to bed only when you're really sleepy na, and curtail all incompatible sleep activities in bed. So bed should only be for sleep and sex. Bawal mag-TV, bawal Netflix, Facebook, bawal mag-TV. Yung iba nagdadasal sa kama, na sana makatulog ako. So that's not good, no? So only go to bed kapag sleepy ka na. Arise at a regular time every morning regardless of the amount of sleep obtained. Yung iba kasi, ay, 3 o'clock na ako nakatulog, so babangon sila 9 o'clock na. Or hindi ako nakatulog, so tanghali na sila babangon. So mangyayari nun, your brain also doesn't know kung ano ba talagang oras dapat matutulog. So what you do, there's something kasi that you can control it. I always tell my patients, what can you control? Yung anong oras ka makakatulog o yung anong oras ka babangon? Mas madaling control kung anong oras ka babangon. Mag-set ka lang ng alarm. Kahit wala kang tulog, sige bangon ka. Then eventually your body will adjust to that. Instead of forcing yourself na kailangan 10 o'clock makatulog ako, ang hirap gawin nun. Okay? So last is avoid daytime napping. So naps of at least 30 minutes lang is good, pero more than that, medyo masakit na sa ulo. Hindi na siya refreshing yung feeling. And then pagising mo pag try mo na matulog sa gabi, medyo mahirap na makatulog because sobrang haba ng naging nap mo. So next slide. The next is the sleep hygiene naman. The things that we do around our bedtime that will help us get better sleep. So next slide. So avoid stimulants. So yung first booth kanina, no, yung mga sleep disruptors. So caffeine. People very sensitive to caffeine. Pag nag-take sila ng coffee after lunch, minsan affected na yung sleep nila. So sometimes for people with insomnia, sabi namin, after lunch, bawal na. Kung talagang coffee drinker ka, just in the morning. But after lunch, don't take any more coffee. Next is avoid alcohol around bedtime. Typically, dapat less than 4 hours huwag ka na mag-alcohol. Because alcohol will help you enter sleep, but will make your sleep very fragmented, very mababaw. So pagising-gising ka din. So again, the quality of sleep is the one affected. Next is exercise regularly. Exercise will help your body get that cycle of being able to go to sleep. But don't do rigorous exercise within 4 hours also of your target sleep time. Allow at least 1 hour period to unwind before bedtime. Yung iba kasi, dami nilang projects iniisip, dami nilang work iniisip, and then they go to bed. And then they cannot shut down their brain, they start thinking about their work while they're lying in bed. So dapat meron kang wind down time, take a warm bath, listen to music, yung aromatherapy kanina, you can take chamomile tea, anything that will help you relax 1 hour before you lie down in bed. No? Then keep your bedroom quiet, dark, and comfortable. No? And of course, alin yung pinaka dapat comfortable? Siyempre, where you're going to be lying down. That's why it's very important that your mattress is okay, your beddings are okay, your pillow is okay, kasi it's supposed to be supporting your head. No? And last is to maintain a regular sleep schedule. As I mentioned earlier, dapat may sinusunod kang schedule. Don't sacrifice sleep, make it as a priority, and then put all the other things that you have to do outside of those 7 hours na ginawa mong protected time. Okay? So last slide. So usually I work in St. Luke's kasi, so in St. Luke's we give that list of things, tips for better sleep so that the patient can remember it. Kasi sometimes they tend to, parang ano nga yung sabi ni Doc, at least may kodigo sila. Okay, you review it at home, these are the steps that you have to follow. Okay, so I think that's the last na rin. Next slide. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Chang. I'm sure marami po tayong natutunan sa mga minention nito. Doc, ako, guilty ako about a few things that you mentioned earlier. Pero, okay, mag-take advantage na ako. Doc, po tayo. Kasi, ito hindi ko lang itatanong para sa akin pero para sa akin na din. for moms, especially breastfeeding moms, diba? Magko-co-sleep na lang kami para at least we can still get some sleep, pero interrupted sleep. So, Doc, ano ba yung ma-advise mo sa amin about that? How do we, what's a better term? How do we deal with that? Yung interrupted sleep?
Actually, it's very difficult talaga for moms na nag-breastfeed pa during the night kasi walang choice because babies, they don't have that circadian rhythm yet. They don't have that biological clock yet. So they don't follow the day and night cycle yet. And they tend to wake up multiple, minsan nga sa umaga sila tulog, and then sa gabi.
Yes.
The last gumising, then you have to
So true.
breastfeed, di ba? So it's very difficult. That's why it's very common for postpartum depression. Because sleep is also very affected in moms that just gave birth, then kailangan gumising. Well, the stress of giving birth, and then after that, you have to wake up multiple times during the night, hindi ka naman tulungan ng asawa mo. So at least yung magawa na lang ng husband is to burp the baby, di ba? So, but it's very difficult. But ang ano nun is, usually it's just the first few months. After, pagdating ng third month onwards, slowly the baby will start to have that biological clock. And that's why it's also important to expose them to sunlight in the morning.
Libre ba, no? That's why mattress matters also. Parang masarap yung tulog ninyo ni baby. Okay, let's hear a few questions from our audience. Meron po bang gustong magtanong? Come on guys, you have to take advantage. Minsan lang natin makikita si Dr. Jimmy Chang. Meron pong gustong magtanong? Raise your hand. Wala po? Wala? Ako, nagtanong na ako. Kung kayo, ayaw nyo talaga. Sure kayo dyan. Ayan, si Sam. Sam.
Nakakatulong ba yung itsura ng katabi mo?
Siyempre naman.
Kasi pag medyo tsaka, hindi ka makatulog. Pag maganda, okay.
Minsan, hindi ka rin makatulog kasi sa sobrang ganda yun.
Then, Doc, tatanong ko rin kasi it's becoming popular these days. We're talking about mga Whoop, the sleep rings, to get your sleep score. I'm sure you've heard about that. Yung mga rings that would measure your sleep quality, the gadgets that measure how well you slept. If you don't, let's say, have the budget for it, because these things are quite expensive, yung mga gadgets na ganun, meron bang way to manually track kung you're getting good sleep or quality sleep?
Actually, most smartphones there's a downloadable app that you can download. Just leave your phone beside your bed, and it will estimate. It's just a rough estimate of your sleep duration, and it will even record yung snoring sound. So it gives you a screening tool if you need further help. Okay? Kasi sometimes it's not economical to just have a test done. It's very expensive, go to the hospital. But if you have that screening tool, an app that you can use to record yung timing of sleep and then yung snoring sound, then if magkaroon ng red flag doon, then, okay, I need to have a consult with my doctor.
Alright. Meron pa po bang gustong magtanong? Any more questions? No more? Ayan, meron pa. Sorry.
Hello po, good afternoon. Doc, is it okay po to take sleeping pills or melatonin every day?
Okay. It depends on the medicine. It depends on the sleeping aid. melatonin is not meant to treat insomnia. Melatonin is, ang primary use of melatonin is for jet lag. It's to sync your body with the day and night cycle. That's why, yun nga, if ang problem mo is yun, circadian rhythm disorder, it's even cheaper to just expose yourself to sunlight in the morning. But for people who are shift workers, meaning they have to sleep during the day and they have to work during the night, there's melatonin can be used para parang dadayain mo yung brain mo. Na close mo lahat ng blinds sa room and then take melatonin, iisipin ng brain mo, ay gabi kasi merong melatonin is peaking. And then madilim. And then that's your trick. You're like tricking your brain to go to sleep during the day. So melatonin works that way. It just regulates your body clock. Now with regards to sleeping aids talaga for insomnia patients, the priority is to follow the instructions I discussed earlier. Set a sleep schedule, avoid other factors that's disrupting your sleep. Kasi if you prioritize taking a pill, then you're going to be dependent on the pill. If there's factors affecting your sleep, and then you just take the pill, those factors are still there, and without the pill, of course, you're going to still have sleep difficulties. So what we do in our clinic is we identify muna what are the factors affecting the sleep, and we eliminate that. And then we still add the sleeping pill as an aid. Pero eventually, once nagiging better na yung sleep, we remove the pill na. Kasi we don't want the patient to be dependent on the pill.
Alright, thank you very much, Dr. Jimmy Chang. I learned a lot from you.